recognize Carter have interacted.
So I want to get this up.
As you mentioned a couple weeks ago, and you and Supervisor forwarding this, I know it's no stranger.
Well, you like that? Let me see if I can get this and do that at the same time. It's the real stuff that they're blowing out that nobody knows, right?
How would you like to have most of the burden of the mental health burden taken off the back of the sheriff's department? He looked up to the ceiling and I suppose further on up to heaven and said, I wish. So is true of all your departments. This kind of dedication will help save many by the way. It relieves families of suffering too and communities. It helps alienate the board of the public, and it makes it easier for people to call for help when they know that an appropriate level of service and not just the imposition of one size fits all will be
Thank you
used.
very much. Next speaker, please.
Supervisor Barnes, Supervisor Solis, thank you for continuing to move this folder forward in the right direction. It's very heartening to see the new position doing the right thing. My name is Lex Stephanie. I'm the Director of Campaigns and Policy at Dignity and Power Now. When we talk about feds can mean a lot of different things, and it doesn't...
There we go. That's what I wanted.
Investment in care, and that care does not look like incarceration, does not look like jailing. The reality of what was stated earlier, that LA County leads the nation and the world in jailing, and that the largest mental health facility is a jail, is something that I think we're all very excited to undo and undo soon. The answer is in plain sight. The Justice LA campaign delivered a report to the county a couple of weeks ago with our recommendations that scaling up services, that synthesizing resources and care through community-based networks, community-based providers, service clusters all over the county is the answer, and we look forward to helping facilitate care in that direction.
Thank you very much. Next speaker, please.
Looks like we're going to be the last ones,
Supervisor
huh?
Barger and Supervisor Solis,
Isn't that cool?
thank you for putting this motion. I think a lot of folks before me reiterated the fact that we're in such a critical moment where we're going to decide whether, well, you're going to decide whether you want to build a jail that we want to call a mental health jail, or whether you're going to build, clusters of services within the different districts in LA County. So thank you for putting this. It's urgently needed. Something that is missing from the conversation, though, is ODR. ODR has already diverted a significant number of folks that my colleagues will talk about, but they're the ones dealing with the folks who have the most serious and mental health needs, that have committed felonies and misdemeanors. And if we're really going to move forward with not building a mental health jail, ODR needs to be here and a part of the table because they're already doing the legwork and they're pretty successful at it. So thank you for your time and thank you for putting this motion forward.
Thank you. Next speaker, please.
Good afternoon. My name is Yvette Alray. I'm the State Legislative Coordinator of Californians United for a Responsible Budget and here representing the Justice LA Coalition. I first want to thank Supervisor Barger and Supervisor...
Not one of these people has ever looked in their budget. You want to bet?
This is an urgent matter.
I know they haven't, or they'd know what was going on.
And
contractors are paid $500 a half an hour. Did you know that?
From the looming threat of a mental health jail, which
You do? Good.
actually exacerbate the problem.
Are they worth a G an hour, those fools?
As my colleague Lex stated, the answer is in plain sight. The Office of Diversion and Reentry has successfully been able to divert over 2,000 people in its short lifespan, and if given the appropriate resources, it can divert half of Twin Towers' population. That's a lot of folks that can be taken out of our jail system and a lot of money saved. Being able to invest in community-based treatment is not only ethically and socially responsible, it is fiscally responsible for the county. The county is being innovative in its approach with this motion, and we commend them for moving this forward. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Next speaker, please.
Good afternoon. My name is Barbara Knighton, and I'm here to represent NAMI Glendale and to support the motion. NAMI Glendale has 100 active members with deep concerns about mental health care or the lack of it in Los Angeles County. I have a personal experience with the shortage of mental health treatment beds. I have a close family member who experienced a mental health crisis. He waited in an acute care hospital for 5 months for a step-down bed. Finally, he was placed in a facility in San Diego County because there was nothing available in Los Angeles County. Subsequently, he received excellent comprehensive care, which was critical to a sustained recovery. He was discharged from care. He was doing well. treatment works. Why do we have to go to San Diego County to find it? We have more options in Los Angeles County. Regular treatment is the right way.
I gotta get this.
Thank you, Supervisor Barker. We support this motion.
Thank you very much. Next speaker, please.
Good morning, my name is Reedy Bunch. I work with Dignity in Town Now. We're also a member of the Coalition for Justice LA. I personally thank Supervisors Gilda Solis and Captain Barger for leadership on this motion. As we've already heard, the road has been very stony. The road has experienced a lot of death. The Mental Health Hospital should have been here a while ago. But we're here today, charting a new path. We don't have to jail those who need mental health treatment. That is monumental and that is historical. And that is appropriate action for when you see someone that's going through a mental health episode. My colleague and I were outside the women's jail a couple weeks ago, and the jail just released a mentally ill woman. She was actually going through a static state that she had to be hospitalized. My colleague and I had to call 911 because the LA Sheriff's Department could not find this woman. They just released her. They're out there in the community. Thank God the police were there to help her and assist her. So hopefully this will be that continuing step to help this situation.
Thank you very much. Next speaker, please.
So, my name is James Johnson with Dignity in Power Now, Justice LA. And I'm just here speaking for individuals that's on the inside because as I share often, I'm formerly incarcerated. In over 29 years I served in there. I've seen guys in there that have mental illness, but they develop mental illness. And then that's why we say too that you can get well in the cell. And I know here in LA, mental illness community is expanding. And I think part of why it's expanding is because of incarceration. Because here in LA, you get incarcerated because you have mental illness. And I think we're going down the right road now. That's for if you really want to address the issue, that's for getting treatment and deal with the right people that are helping in their situation. And that happens not because they need to be around doctors, they need to be around nurses, they need to be medicated in some cases to help them in their situation. Versus being let out on the street, like my colleague Ricky just said.
Are we all limited to 1 minute? Okay, on this one, okay.
Really think more comprehensively about the intersectionality of these many issues that are plaguing our county.
We have a homelessness crisis, we have a houselessness crisis, we have a mental health crisis, and we have an over-incarceration and over-policing crisis. And all of these intersect at the point of mental health and the need for services. So I'd like to remind us that the largest mental health provider in the county right now is the jail. And we have conversations about building new jails and building new beds or replacing old beds. And that's a critical conversation because I know part of that conversation includes the dignity of those who are currently incarcerated. But there is no dignity in a cage. Dignity comes with services. Dignity comes with rehabilitation. And that's what this motion seeks to expound upon and to look into, and I encourage that and other work, and I'm happy to be a part of the process if at all you need additional research.
Thank you very much. Next speaker, please.
My name is Kenneth Matisse. First I want to say this is very favorable. This is what we need. This is a step in the right direction. I'll bring up a little incident I want everybody to remember. In Ventura County, a gentleman died in front of his wife and his children while they was eating because he got killed by a mental health homeless person. So these decisions that you're making, this is not just, this is saving lives. This is a stair step. We have to keep on going with the resources because it is physically, economically better for the county to go ahead and deal with these people that need mental health right now versus the crimes that they can go ahead and commit. And don't ever forget that the life that may be saved may be our own or our loved ones. And our love should go ahead and transfer to everybody. It should be exclusive. Thank you.
Thank you. Next speaker, please.
George Mazzetti, now you're going to listen to 3 people in a row who've actually been into your trash pit. Dr. Sharon, George Blair, Rodriguez are all going to prison.
breaking my rights. And you too, Ridley Thomas. Where's my exculpatory evidence, Studio? You're talking about mental health. Eliasberg, you fool! Your bar license is going to be disappeared, and here's why. I went to you and Lynn 2 years ago to stop the killing of the DOJ agreement, and you fool! Yes, you General Counsel, you're going down too, because right now I have the federal shit prepared to take you all out with the law you're breaking, such as to obtain a second competency hearing there must be evidence of substantial change of circumstances and new evidence. Do any of you know the law? I'm taking you down with the law, and your stupid face shows that you are guilty and a criminal, and you too, Eliasberg, because you kicked me out of a meeting with lies. Fuck 'em. I got the shit.
Mentoring program called BOS. Now, factual finding of substantial contrary evidence to this is that no one deserves to sleep on a cot or a bed. H and Proposition Measure 2, all these grants and bonds to fund housing for people with mental health, and god damn it, no one can help. Why do they have to come here and protest? Are you saying that they're incompetent? Or is it O'Connor versus Donaldson? Or should I follow the rules of 18 U.S.C. 242 Section 242? Madam, should I?
Your hearing number is...
Screws versus United States 325 U.S. 9198, 1945.
To address.
Again,
Stay on topic.
substantial evidence.
Shut up, Wickham.
More than a sentinel, but
you.
less than respondent.
Thank you.
Stop
Thank
fucking
you.
with people's
Next
lives.
speaker, please.
Wickham's a crook.
Hi, my name is Victor Trujillo. Dr. Sharon, I do know the guy. I actually did know he was one of the directors in charge of mental health. When my uncle left this place last year, I got him on tape where he was hiding, and he was actually following people leaving this department. Then I see, all the other people that basically reporting on me that work for Dr. Sharon, they're all walking out the door. The video, everybody's congratulating from every city and every county. They're probably getting $100 for this thing. I've been put in a mental hospital, and I got the federal doctors, listen to this, they gave me permission, they will represent me. When they had to fabricate my records in a state prison, and it was done by a judge, now Judge Eskin and Judge Haddon Zachary, and it was all coordinated through District Attorney Kerry Smith that stole my property worth $25 million. Now Barker's office, they just sold my property, I'm filing a lawsuit. Have a nice day. Thank you.
Ha ha ha.
Speaker, please.
All right, so we mentioned that there is a need for properties to build the mental health beds, okay?
You get where we're coming down?
If we locate them and relay them to Dr. Sharon, what is the conflict of interest there? Because there's a lot of laws or rules or regulations that I still need a copy of, that when we relay an issue, like a property navigator that's needed to identify the... Hello?
Go ahead. You were getting upstaged.
Yes.
Go ahead.
The properties that can be identified, how long will it take to actually build the necessary shelter beds in them is the question. When you take 2 to 4 years to even build housing, how much time do you need to build the mental health when that's more acute? Then, that's really needed right now. So my concern is,
You see their faces?
when you're putting great agendas on
They know
there,
they're finished.
the execution phase is what the people need to know. When you're taking forever and a day to do everything, the agenda is placed on there, it really doesn't mean much unless it's actually executed.
Thank you.
So can we speed that up?
Thank you.
Thanks.
Speaker, please.
Listen, my concern was about time, place, and manner too. We know that it's a good ordinance and we know it's a good order and things like that, but time, place, and manner is even better. It's a lot of mentally ill people that's out there, but will they get the right help and will it be the right placement for them? and where we have the right evaluators doing it, supporting people that really need it, supposed to have and things like that. So my concern too is like time, place, and manner. I wish I can get the framework to this ordinance or to this thing in water. Thanks for doing a good job. You guys keep up the good work. Running a good meeting, Janice.
Thank you. Before the next speaker, I think we do have somebody else to call up.
Would Yvonne Autry please come forward?
Okay, next speaker, please.
Hello, yes.
Or speakers.
Yes, hello. My name is Precious Young. I believe that this is a good motion, but I think that hospital beds is not the only problem, because I know myself, I'm a mental health client, and I went to Exodus Recovery in LA, and they only keep you for one day, and they ask you, oh, what do you need? And they give you a list of papers for referrals to shelters, and then they send you on your way with some bus tokens, like the young lady said. So they don't offer an extensive stay. They keep you overnight. They don't have beds. They had sofa chairs, like the little lounge chairs to sit in, like recliners for, yes, they had the recliner chairs to sleep in. That's what we slept in. And they fed you bread, of course, you know, they get funded for that. But there's no services for extensive stay. So the clients needed something more inclusive. Instead of just a one-nighter, get a piece of paper with a referral to go find somewhere else to go, you know, take your problems to. It needs to be better than that. Thank you.
Thank you. Next speaker, please.
Yeah, what I wanted to say, I've also been falsely accused of 5150 of exhibitionism, which God knows I never committed. We need to acknowledge the fact that there's a plethora of those that have been misdiagnosed who are used in ritual as sex slaves for the service and the access of Masons and other secret societal members. So rather than proliferate the beds, we need to find treatment and even prevention from those who are molested, who are misused and abused and serviced as children, put in the box and the proverbial bed, if you will, so that they will not be dysfunctional for the rest of their lives. Medication and mental hospitalization is not the answer for these children that are medicated, and that generates more money for the system.
Really, Thomas ran out of here, didn't he?
Creating dysfunctional people that would normally have been able to enter the system working for themselves. So we don't need to proliferate the beds. We need to stop
see their faces right
and find a way for the people to be functional,
Yeah.
express themselves without sacrificing them.
He knows it's coming down.
Damaging them further.
Thank you. Are there
He
other
knows
speakers on this
he's
item?
on the list
Okay,
of
those
the
are all the
DOJ.
speakers for this item. Supervisor Barger, would you like to make some closing remarks?
Yeah,
He's
first of
in
all,
the
I want to
middle of
thank
MTA
everyone who
corruption.
came down to speak, especially the family members who shared their personal stories and